Hello and welcome back to a video in which both of us are represented. We're the quirky reading couple and we talk about books because we love books. We actually met through books, but we've told you that before, so... in today's video... Why are you laughing?
I'm just trying to keep a straight face. Difficult for me, I'm always laughing.
Yep.
I'm infused with laughing gas through my veins, so I can't stop it. I try to be serious because I may not be quirky, I may be the annoying reading couple. So I'm going to keep a straight face and trying to be as professional as possible for this video.
Good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, in today's video we'll be sharing with you 10 books we're looking forward to read. I'll be sharing with you 5 books and you are sharing with us 5 books that you're looking forward to read in the next few weeks, months.
Yeah, maybe months.
Months. Okay.
You see, I'm
to be serious.
I'm not one of those millionaire booktube, however it's called, TikTok bookers who can read a tremendous amount of books because they don't seem to have a job or something like that. Well, I'm working an intensive job, as some of you might know, so I have not much time to read hundreds of books a year. And I also have an interest in non-fiction history books, so it's crowded, but I will do my best to read these and get back at it.
Yeah,
Something
get back into the reading habit.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Oh yeah.
No, get back with the books to talk about the books to
back
ever declining viewer base.
Yeah. You actually had a message for people who unsubscribe, so...
Yeah, then I was drunk then, so...
you were drunk 10 minutes ago. I don't know, okay, we promised to be serious today.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's the first book you're going to read this year?
I was scrolling Amazon the other day. I know Amazon, but it's a great... I think it's a great resource to find new books, because you get recommended books below your book that you are looking at. So, yeah, I think it's a great tool, and then you order it at your local bookstore, of course.
Yep.
Yes.
But...
oh yeah. And the first book I found while I was scrolling through the books was All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. I have a list, and unbelievable, with 5 books, and there were 4 women writers. Female writers. So I mostly only read male writers. Just happened. So I'm curious. Well, this book is called All the Dangerous Things. Did I just say that already?
Yeah, you said that. But
it's about and a lot of these books I found have a lot of have a common theme. It's all about disappearances. They're not police-driven units, so no detective work. They're just thrillers, and the common theme this year, or maybe the other year, or in the future, is there is someone missing, and the mother, father, son, daughter, dog goes looking for it, and there is a mysterious thing in the town, or something like that. It's like a common theme. So this book is about a girl, whose name I didn't write up, which her son Mason disappears in the middle of the night, and she develops sleeping problems because of her trauma, which is very much understandable. So you would not shut an eye for the rest of your life trying to find your son. So, and one day she finds she gets approached by this is the synopsis of the novel that I read on the outside of the book. She gets a request for a true crime podcast. I'm a big lover of true crime, especially on YouTube. There's some tremendous, amazing channels to find. I love true crime. Don't love true crime, but I love the people bringing it to light and finding a solution. I think that's great work. So it triggered my interest. This true crime podcast seems to know a little bit more than he should know about her past.
Ooh.
And this makes her very anxious. And then she gets verwarrende memories. How do you call it?
Verwarrende. We'll be teaching you some Dutch in this YouTube episode.
Yeah, it's a very tongue breaker word. Verwarrende.
Verwarrende. I don't know. It
Mixed
seems
up.
Mixed up. Yeah, it's very.
Mixed up, non-cohesive thoughts. Non-cohesive memories all over the place.
Yep. Yeah.
One thing they say, one day you think, oh, that's it. The other day you think, oh, that's it. There's no straight line in it. And well, she has to find her missing son, and of course everything is not as it seems. That's why they are thrillers for. That's why the mysteries for. Nothing is ever as it seems. So that's my first book. I'm curious to read.
Shall we speed up a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, I'm talking way too much. Okay, speed up.
Well, not really speed up, but the first book I really want to read is, I don't have the book, but it's the Walker Family series book 3. I don't know the official title, but the Dutch translation will come out I think next week, and I still got some book gift cards left from
Okay, thank you very much. You need to speed up, so I'm going now. My next book is...
You're interrupting me!
No, we need to speed up.
Okay.
So
agreed. So your next book, but that was my... That's not. I do not really know what the book is about. Only about a new member in the Walker family.
I put in some extra work in this video. As you can see, I have 3 sweet notes.
I got one piece of paper with notes. But go ahead.
Okay.
What's the second book?
The next book is just the nicest couple. So they might be quirky, they might be fun, they might be financial. This one is just a nice couple. Nothing special, just nice people. Barbecues, amazing sex life maybe. Okay.
You shouldn't talk about that in a YouTube video.
Why not?
I don't know. I have no idea. But
okay. Okay, it's once again written by a female. It's Mary Kubica. She's well known in the thriller books, thriller section, thriller world, especially in the UK, in the Americas. Where there's more
in
like...
In the Americas?
In the Americas, yeah, in the Americas. Canada, United States of America, the Americas. That's what I call the Americas.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Historical definition of
the
continent, the Americas. Okay. So, there's a guy is missing. His name is Jack Hayes. Jack Hay. That's just eye, like a shark. Jack Hayes in Dutch. And he's missing after a heated argument with his wife. The wife thinks he difficult these times. He is blowing off steam at his friend's house, like men love to do, having a couple of pints and things like that. But he is missing. He doesn't come home, and then she meets a girlfriend. Then she meets a co-worker who has seen Jack Hayes for the last time.
Ooh.
But the girl, the friend of the person whose man is missing, has a secret, and that's what she shares with her husband, and they try to keep the secret, a secret. So that's that about. So a lot of missing people, a lot of secrets.
Yep.
A lot of history, a lot of cheating, I guess, because when you read this you think it's obvious. The other woman flirted with Jackie.
With Jackie.
And something went horribly wrong, but I hope there's more of a story.
Yeah,
so I'm not too thrilled about it, but I like the delicious cover art.
Okay.
So I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Lots of shots will be given. I like those shots.
So the second book on my list is All the Broken Places by John Boyne. I don't know how you say his name.
B-O-I-N?
B-O-Y-N-E.
Boyne.
Boyne.
Irish?
We all know it. Yeah, I think he's Irish. We all know him from The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and All the Broken Places is a sort of sequel to it. It's about the sister of Bruno. Yeah, Bruno. That's the main character in The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And, well, probably you know all about it. Probably you've already read it, but I really want to read it. Hopefully it's, well, worth the while. So let me know in the comment if you have read this book and if you liked it. So I might speed it up. I might put it on top of my TBR or just down below. Anyway,
okay, let's continue with my TBR list. I love these little short namings for in the booktube booktube community.
You're
I'm mixing up my notes. You could also say I've...
You've ADHD or something like that. But...
Okay, there's another one. Here comes another one. What Lies in the Woods? A thrilling novel coming to you this year by Kate Alice Marshall.
Is it about a missing person?
No, it's about a secret in the woods.
A secret in the woods, but it's not about missing people.
This one is not about the missing people. This is about a group of youngsters that 10, 50 years ago went into the woods. They were charmed by magic. Maybe they were Harry Potter fans. You have this phase when people like, when they were 18, 19, 17, they like magic, Wicca, something like that. Just the thrill of going to the woods, doing something naughty. And, well, they get attacked by a serial killer. However, they manage, with 10 girls, to kill the serial killer. Dumb serial killer, I wouldn't take my odds against 10 screaming adolescent girls. So he managed to stab one girl, the other girls, I think, jump on him and they chain him up or something, and he gets arrested, and they're all applauded as heroes. But then, of course, there is a secret. Everything is not as it seems, especially not in the woods where it's very dark.
Okay.
So, 10 years later, it appears that someone hides a secret, and they did something very naughty in the woods, and that naughty past is coming back to haunt them.
Okay.
So,
sounds like an interesting book.
Sounds like an interesting book. I'm read more about maybe they're in the woods in Tennessee or something, some southern US states. So I like the setting more than the actual story, because these kinds of stories been done for decades.
I don't know. I've never read a story like that, but
no, all your characters have another traumatic experience. I live in a wonderful coastal town in Oregon. This is the novel you read. My novel is murder, killing, secrets, affairs, everything.
Well, that's not entirely true, because the next book on my list, your list, is Bluebird by Sharon Cameron, and it's about the Second World War, or after the Second World War, about experiments that have been done in the
Nazi concentration camps.
Yep, exactly. So it's based on a true story. Almost everything in this novel has...
Every novel about the Second World War is based on a true story, because the Second World War happened, so it's based on a true story.
I know, but it's based on an actual story by an actual person.
Okay.
So, I'm not just reading books about coastal Oregon, I'm also reading books that have a more in-depth message.
Keep reading what you like. That's the main message. If you like something, if you read it, you can read, you don't know, Peachy Puck, Pete Puck. It's I love to read Peachy Puck. It makes me. It's a child novel series, but I love it. I totally love it. So if you can read everything.
Yep.
Books are free. Read everything you like.
Yeah, we shouldn't judge one another on reading.
Especially that. So I will continue with the fourth book, which is actually. I'm trying to keep that English accent because I know I pronounce things way better then.
Okay.
It's actually a new start in a detective novel crime series by Peter May, and as you might have well known if you've gotten so far in the videos where I talk, I'm a big fan of Peter James, so I'm going to give Peter May a good chance. His novel is called The Black House. Now there's another novel called The Black House. Almost something has like the same story. It's also on the Hebrides, the Scottish island group to the west of Scotland. It's about a crime that taking place on this island of Lewis. It caught my eye because I really want to go to those islands. I love water, I love grasslands. So it's like a dream come true for me. But on this island a murder has taken place, and like things happen. So yeah, when small communities on desolate islands, they're always creepy, they're always not the nicest of people, there's always a secret. You know, the Wicker Man is a great example of it, something like that. So this inspector gets sent off to this island, and he has to make, everything is not as it seems. There's a murderer, the people are not polite, there's a secret. It's
that's
just
like a basic thing in the book.
It's like a Lucinda Riley book. There is a secret. There is a secret from the past. Like all these women novels, a family secret. Something like that.
I
Oh,
know.
more crime. More crime.
Maybe we should do a video about that in the future.
But I do hope to sweet Jupiter that this novel doesn't contain 100,000 of Gaelic words and people who are called or something like blah blah blah. I read a book about the Aztecs the other day.
Yeah.
I loved the phrase the other day. I love it. And I just couldn't understand a single bit. There were words with more medeklinkers consonants or vowels.
No, consonants.
More consonants than vowels in the novel, in the name, so I went totally nuts and I didn't finish the book. So I do hope they're like Anglo-Saxonized books. So I do love the Gaelic language, I do love local dialects, I just love it.
But it
gets hard to read,
yeah,
especially when you're a Dutch guy who speaks his own form of Low Saxon dialect. So it's
yeah, and it takes you out of the flow of reading.
Absolutely. So I'm thrilled for that. Miriam, you continue. I'm talking way too much.
The next book is I don't know. This is a Dutch book. It's actually my mom's, and she had the first book in this series by Suzanne and Mason, and I absolutely loved that one. So when the second book came out, I told her, "Are you?"
Boomer is trying to reach me for some IT information, which is very simple. You just have to click one button, but he can't figure it out. Amazing, amazing. Continue.
But anyway, this is the second book in the series, and it's also about the Second World War, or just after the Second World War. No, during the Second World War.
Yeah, make up your mind. What is it? Before,
during
after, upon it, below it?
During the Second World War, but it's not about the World War, but it's about Canada and a woman who stay behind. Women who stay behind, this is the Dutch edition, and the English edition is called To Find Her Place, so you might know the book in that state. So I'm really looking forward to this book as well, but first my mom is going to finish it because it's her book. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I think I will like it. No, we don't have time for that.
Boring. Yeah. Not for a guy like me, just read 2 sentences. A stay-at-home mom takes care of kids well. Amazing.
No, it's not about that.
Amazing.
It's not about that.
Okay.
It's not about that.
Then we're going to cut off my list with
It's about a social worker. But finish your list. And be
we're
quick.
going to end, be quick.
Be quick.
Be quick. We're going to
number
5. We're going to end with a banger. It's called The Soulmate. It's called.
No.
It's written by Sally Hepburn. Once again, a female. I've mentioned this 1,000 times, and I will mention it a million times. It's about a couple who once again live at a cliff by the sea, of course, by the sea. So every day, and this is kind of a suicide hotspot. And as I read on the other side of the novel, every night people go to the cliffs to make a dive into the unknown, something like that. And the brave guy of the couple, Gabe, as he's called, goes to the cliff and talks them out of it. And he has like a success rate of 100%. So it makes him one of the most sought after preacher, psychiatrist, psychologue. However, yeah, I think that's a weird way to start off, because if this is a hotspot, you would have signs, you have something professionalizing.
Yeah,
but of course, for the story, okay, let's forgive it. One day, he doesn't succeed. His success rate drops to 99%. However, the wife is not convinced that Gabe, she thinks Gabe threw him off of the cliffs.
Okay.
Or something like that. So, this is more a novel where I think this story sounds so ludicrous. I just want to know how this is, how she writes herself out of it. So, I speak English at the niveau of the level of a brugklasse.
Of a first grader.
Well,
not exactly first grader, but anyway.
So this is my to-do list. Miriam will put it up into below the video, and she will also
I'll tell you about my last book.
Oh, I thought we were already
No, you started, so I'm going to wrap it up. with Grace in the Grey by Mike Donaghy. I showed you this book in my book haul video. Why are you sleeping? It's a non-fiction book.
Okay.
About a more loving way to disagree, so maybe you should read it too. So you won't judge my book choices with boring, boring.
Free speech! Free speech!
Finding a more loving way to disagree.
Okay, baby.
Okay. So this is on my TBR. There are loads more books on the TBR, but well, we can't show you all of them in one video because then the video would be 10 hours long and no one has the attention span of 10 hours. So this is our TBR for the next months, years, I don't know. We'll see about that. And we'll see you soon in a new video. We'll try to get back to our regular uploading schedule, like one video a week. And in the meantime, we're going to read. And I think we already mentioned it, but if you liked this video, if you like our bookish content, then hit the subscribe button. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always,
Happy reading.
exactly.